The fuck? Sama nih. Grabe. Shit.
Maging malaya din kayo sa pag-research sa composite na ito, kagaya nito si Gano, di ba? Kasi hindi mga nagpasauli na, apologies accepted, nga ng Supreme Court, di ba? Apologies are accepted, di ba? Pero hindi in-accept eh, makakas ka pa eh. Kung pwede ka lang tanggalan ng lisensya, ng disbar ng pangalan, hindi disbar kita ulit. Hindi disbar kita ulit kung ako, masabi niyo sa oras. Sana kita multiverse yan. Tapos abogado ka sa lahat ng multiverse na yun. Disbar ka sa lahat ng multiverse na yun. Ganun ka hindi yan, yung pagdidisbar na gano'n, dito kayo gano'n. Diba yun?
Hindi ba talaga? Puba ang deporte. Yes, puba ang deporte.
Kalmo ka lang. Kalmo ka lang lahat. Ulitin natin na po para talagang manamdam niyo ang galit. Itong si Lami G. Gawin natin. Ito. Yes.
Yes, ko kayo yun. Wala tayo kasi itong sa business tayo sa ako na, hindi sa mata ko. Ako ay much less offense. Samantalang sinarap, tatakot-takot na pagbungka, tatakot-takot na pagbabata, mapagpanaw, di mo alam, hindi sa pinituan. Hindi ba talaga? Puba ang deporte.
Baka hindi ka umabot ng zona, matumbuka ka yan. Pakakain ka dyan, Brad. Uy, dismundo, punta ka daw ng sa ako. Porket na-disbar ka na, okay na kayo ganyan. Ito ka lang. Parang ngayon lang, ganyan ginagawa mo sa mga ginawa ng iklawan. Ngayon naman, Supreme Court, yung ano niya, yung labi niya, naging pa. Nakikita niyo mo ba kayo ng ganyan sa version? Hindi kung ganyan, yung labi niya, Brad, kalmahan mo lang. Huwag ka masyadong mainit. Tignan mo mga DDS, mga Duterte supporter, mga DDS vlogger. Ang pupupi namin, ang ganda kasi ang dami lang kami. Hindi nanginginig-ginig yung labi namin. Mapapabor, hindi pa po sa amin ang decision. Alam namin, nasa tama kami, kaya hindi kami nag-aalburo sa galit. Yeah? Yun lang naman yung mga kababayan. Pagka alam mo na nasa tama ka, kailanman hindi manginginig ang labi mo sa galit. Yan, nanginginig ang labi niya. Alam ka mali sila eh.
Hindi na namin malama dahil sobrang bilhin na yan eh. Tsaka yung mga reasons nila, like, sa daw was denied due process. Anong denied due process nagsasabi mo? Ilang beses siya dinili dito? Ilang beses siya nag-appeal? Ilang beses siya ayaw pumunta? Ilang beses siya tawag yung official siya? Absence of due process. Yung kaso, hindi ba pwedeng talag sa 19th August, 28th August? At anong dahilan? Isang kaso na naman. Kailangan kasi, ano tayo yung sa case na invite sa FPC, na-elevate sa court sa RPC, na-elevate sa hindi, isa lang yun, tumawin.
Napapaupo na ako sa'yo dito Halimakan mo lang kasi Brad. So, pagkakita mo. Natutuwa ako dito kay Larry dun eh. Parang bata ng mamatol. Yung meron ng bata. Yung dialogue ng bata, di ba? Yung tipong magsisigaw. Yung pagiging ano nila, defensive sila masyado dito sa issue na to.
It's fairly and openly.
How do you feel about it regarding that?
To my mind, it's not an allegation, it's the truth. Kaya hindi ako pumirma ng budget 2025. Alam ko hindi yun. Ako unang nagbinyag, tumayo ako noong early December tungkol sa BICAM at pinaprotesta ko ang proseso at yung mga pangyayari.
So, dapat ito paliwanag yung pinag-iwasan na election na
Kung sino-sino lang dami-dami haka-haka, sana hindi na makulit.
You come across the needs of projects, mga questionable projects, mga double entries sa lahat.
Well, napakaliwanag naman na nangyari yung kampanya na bilyon-bilyon kay Winaldas sa kung ano-ano.
Kung hindi niyo po pag-attend mamaya po sa SONA, won't it be seen as you go to the president?
Hindi, nakikisa lamang ako sa Duterte. At hindi na ako pupunta, hindi ko si Bongo, si Bato, hindi pupunta si...
Madam! Ba't ang ginagawa mo dyan?
Wala, kasi yun ang napagkasunduan. At last year na, like I said, sina Bongo at saka sina Bato hindi na pumunta.
Pero ang kapatid na dinner mo, di ba kasama sa dinner?
I think na-attend sila.
Ma'am, sorry, sino po sila Duterte lang ulit yun? Hindi ko makakarating mamaya. Kayo po,
Ang pagkaalam ko yung apat,
kayo po, Robin. Sila Duterte hindi ko sure.
hindi ko sure yata, pero parang yung Udo.
Is that a statement? Yung hindi niyo pag-attend kayo? And what kind of statement? And
Kung a-attend si Sen, Dante Marcoleta, naiintindihan ko yun. Kung baga, lahat ng mga nagmata sa kanya, di ba? Yung mga bumanat sa kanya, di ba? O, yan ang, kumbaga yung mga nagsasabing di ako mananalo. O nasaan kayo ngayon, di ba? Parang ganun
what
ako.
yung statement yung sila?
Nasa sa inyo, pero para sa akin, ako personally, talagang ayoko pumunta kasi may napakaraming dapat gawin na para sa akin, urgent and important. Yung sa SONA, makikinig naman tayo. Alam ko na ilalathala naman lahat ng mga sasabihin, Presidente, sa ating mga pahayagan, sa radyo, sa TV. Mababasa naman natin yun at masusundan. Samantalang yung mga nangangailangan ng tulong, hindi na makakapag-intay.
Okay. Okay. Salamat na.
Thank you!
Okay na ba? Okay na. O, dito na tayo. Wala pa rin kwenta. As usual, huwag gagamit pa rin yung dating. Bro, dito tayo.
And for it, may ask is Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa be recognized to make the nomination.
Senator Bato de la Rosa is recognized for his nominating speech. You may proceed.
It has been said time and again that when it comes to politics, there are no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. But Mr. President, the man I have the honor to nominate to the position of Senate President pro tempore proudly stands as a challenge to that statement. My friend, Senator Jinggoy Estrada, Mr. President, I am not nominating him for the position out of friendship alone. He has proven himself more than capable of leading this institution as its second highest official. In fact, he has been trusted with the same position in 2007, 2013, and once more in 2024, serving faithfully until the end of 19th Congress. With his hard-earned seniority and accumulated wisdom from this chamber, Senator Jinggoy is a leader who steps up and delivers whenever he needs to. During the meeting, he sees beyond political colors and alliances. Being in politics, what Senator Jinggoy shows us is that it is also in our best interest to be true in our dealings, transcending our self-imposed boundaries. If only interests are permanent in his life, Mr. President, then we ought to follow the example of Senator Jinggoy and treat authentic friendship as an interest. Together, we shall pursue what is best for all of us. This is his brand of leadership. and it is one that I can definitely stand behind. Back then, I had the duty of guarding and ensuring the safety and security of Senator Jinggoy while he was vacationing at the PNP Custodial Center. I can personally attest to the impeccable character of his person. Wherever chamber he may be in, his body may have been imprisoned, but his ideas and aspirations for the poor remain free. Ulit-ulit, lagi-lagi, kagaya ni Pangulo nila, para sa mata, para sa mahirap. As he himself put it, he is indeed a man of conviction. It is therefore
Bulakan yan sa inyo ba ito? Baliwala na tayo. O punta na tayo sa kay Cheese. Kay Cheese na tayo. Rekta na tayo kay Cheese. Dito tayo kasi na tayo.
Thank our colleagues for this opportunity to nominate a man who, to many of us, is an untamed brother. When we agree with him 101%. When we disagree with him in a manner that brothers fiercely disagree. But one thing we can say is that he is always there for us. He is always in the session hall. He loves the work of building consensus. He wants the right laws to be passed. He wants to protect this nation. His record speaks for itself, Mr. President. So, Mr. President, it's a great privilege to be one of those who will nominate, but also to ask our people to not only look at present news, social media, judge day by day certain actions, but put Joel Villanueva under the microscope. And when you put him under the microscope, you will see that he is seeking to build this nation. He is seeking God's kingdom here on earth. And I think, Mr. President, we will be very productive in the weeks, months to come, having Senator Joel Villanueva again as our majority leader. Thank you, Mr. President. So I hereby nominate him as majority leader.
Noted and entered into the records. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, I move that they close the period of nomination.
Any objection? There being none, period of nomination for the position of chairperson of the Committee on Rules is hereby closed. And there being no other candidate, chair hereby proclaims Senator Joel Villanueva having been elected to the position of chairperson, Committee on Rules. And under the rules of the Senate is the majority floor leader. May I request Senator Villanueva to ascend the rostrum to take his oath. May also request his wife and family members to join him.
Especially
For members of the Cabinet, my dear colleagues in the Senate, both past and present, my fellow workers in government, mga minamahal kong kababayan. Diyos maray na aga sa inyong lubos. Good morning. As we open the 20th Congress of the Republic of the Philippines, allow me to begin, as I do every morning, with a prayer for serenity. If you're familiar with it, kindly bear with me. Lord, grant us the serenity to accept with patience the things we cannot change. Grant us the courage to change the things we can. Most importantly, grant us the wisdom to know the difference. These words have comforted me all of my life, especially now, as we enter another turbulent chapter in our nation's history. These words also offer clarity in times of confusion and calm in moments of crisis. Of late, there seems to be no shortage of either. It seems our days are full of contention and conflict, issues that divide, politics that polarize, and partisanship that distracts us from our work. Some will say we are a divided nation. Let me make one more thing clear though. Yes, I may hold the gavel. I may preside over sessions, issue orders, and signal the start and end of debates. But
ano kaya ang nararamdaman nito si Soto habang hindi si Boy, di na yata ng talumpati na yun. That should be me, nakapagaling siguro siya.
But this Senate is not mine alone to lead. The direction we will take will never be determined by a single hand, much less my hand, but by 24 heads, each with a mandate, each with a mind, each with a voice that matters. This is a collective body, and its strength lies in the balance, not in the banging of that gavel. While we come from different provinces, parties, and drafts, I have no doubt this Senate shall prevail despite the issues that have come to divide us. We have overcome them before, and we shall overcome these again. So what? Humanity is divided by rich and diverse perspectives, each contributing a unique strength to the fabric of our society. It is this that brings innovation, progress, and understanding. No one perspective holds all the answers, and it is precisely in our differences that we should find strength. We must cherish diversity of thought and approach it with humility. We are part of an ever-evolving conversation where every voice should matter, where dialogue leads to discovery, and where disagreement can be just a stepping stone to deeper comprehension. Let us open our minds, listen actively, and learn from one another. Ang mga pagkakaiba po natin ay hindi sagabal. Bagkus ito ang nagbibigay saysay sa ating mga deliberasyon. And in the 20th Congress, as in those before it, there will be many deliberations and discussions, some more contentious than others. In these moments, I pray we choose to listen more, not to shout louder, to disagree without being disagreeable, to always be respectful, and to respect each other's opinion. To speak not to score political points, but to make a point. And to debate, not to destroy each other, but to build the nation together. At the end of the day, we must work together to find common ground and common cause, to find common solutions to our common problems. Hiling at panawagan ko po sa aking mga kapwa-senador, magtrabaho po tayo sa kabila ng ingay ng politika sa ating kapaligiran. Dahil lahat tayo ay nasa isang bangka lamang, at isang direksyon lamang ang ating tinatahak. Tungo sana sa pagkamit ng mga pangarap, hangarin, mithin at layunin ng ating mga kababayan. Every day, the Filipino people look to the Senate to come up with solutions that will improve their lives, address their needs, and bring their aspirations within reach. First, to put food on their tables, roofs on their heads, and sufficient paychecks in their pockets. To lower the cost of living so that each family may live comfortably and humanely. To open doors of opportunity, providing meaningful jobs, and support the small businesses. To support the farmers who feed our people yet cannot feed their own. To write a national syllabus that will truly educate our children and prepare them for the future. To provide a healthcare system that treats the sick without bankrupting their families. To install a safety net for those who fall through the cracks and enable them to rise again. To safeguard our streets from the influence of drugs and crime, protect our rights and ensure that justice is accessible and served swiftly and fairly for all. To defend our borders, secure our peace,